Okay, this is a game students will really enjoy playing, and it also gives them an opportunity to make their own game. There's lots of math happening in here, so let's go over that briefly. So when I click the green flag, Snowman is following my mouse pointer. And at first I can see the sun is kind of following a pattern. It's pretty easy to avoid. So I can kind of hide up here, but then when the second sun comes out, it's not too much more difficult to avoid. So I can pretty easily avoid getting caught by the suns. If I do get caught, it says I melted and then the game stops. So students, the first thing they can do is they can make the game more challenging by going to the code for the sun. So what's happening is when the green flag is clicked, we're starting at this spot, and then forever, we're going to follow this loop. Move 10 steps, turn one way, move 10 steps, turn the other way, and if on edge, bounce. Over here, we can see that 10 times, we're going to wait 10 seconds and then create a clone. A clone is going to be the same sprite, but it's coming out on the screen and can be independent of the first sprite. So the first sun, when the second clone comes out, it can do different things. So you can see that the X and Y are the same values. So if I change this to 90 and minus 180, that'll give a different spot. If I want to make it even more interesting, what I can do is I can go to operators and I can select, go to X, pick random, minus 230 to positive 230. I can keep Y in one place, or I can change that up too. Say pick random minus 160 to positive 160. Now, how does that change the game? So first, it's pretty easy. Second sun's going to come out. Oh, there it is. It's moving in a different direction now. Oh, I melted. So in doing this, it makes the game a lot more challenging. Now, students don't have to start with that. They could start by just changing these slightly. Go to X, 80, and Y, minus 160, and let them start with that. By playing with the code, what they start to do is they start to figure out how to make the game harder and easier. Like, for example, if the sun moves 20 steps each time instead of 10 steps, how will that look different? So let's see if that speeds the game up or slows it down. Speeds it up. So the more they play with the code, the more they learn how to make their own game. So in this way, it's a very fun activity for them. If they find that it's easy to cheat in a game, then challenge them to figure out a way to change the code to make the game more challenging. Okay, once you've done this, then you can move on to building a graph. So the graph we're going to build is a pictograph. And we'll move to that recording now.